Welcome to the Ooks Life Everyday Club Finances video. The learning outcomes of this video include Ooks Life Finance vocabulary, club bank account structure, club banking number, deposit types, requests and transactions. Each club can manage their finances using the organization tools found in their club menu. The exact pathway is as follows. Left navigation menu to My Organizations, to Org, to Manage Gear, to Org Tools, to Finance. The initial landing page displays the club's finance requests, as well as the Accounts button. By selecting the Accounts button, clubs can view their primary and sub-bank accounts. You can click an account to view details on its balance, available, and encumbered funds. The request and transaction history of a particular account is also displayed from this view. All club bank accounts are organized within an account tree on Ooks Life. This means that there are two types of accounts, including primary and sub-accounts. These two types of accounts are distinct and separate from one another. Therefore, it is crucial that you select the correct account when completing a purchase request submission. A primary account is where club funds are held. Club funds include any money collected from fundraisers, donations, and sponsorships. The primary account shares the same name as your club and includes a unique 4-digit banking number. You will need this number when you submit purchase requests, apply for grants, and submit the club deposit form on Ooks Life. Sub-accounts are where approved grant funds are held. Sub-accounts are only created by campus clubs when a club grant application is approved by the NATSA Grant Review Committee. For this reason, some clubs may not have a sub-account, while others may have more than one. Each sub-account is labeled with the grant intake number as well as the club grant application title. When viewing an individual bank account, there are three categories used to differentiate the funds. Balance is the net amount of money present in the account. Encumbered funds are funds that have been approved to be spent but have yet to be paid to the payee. This occurs when a purchase request is submitted by a club and approved by NATSA campus clubs. The approved amount is held in encumbered funds until the payment is complete, where the payee receives payment and the money is moved out of the account. Available funds represent the funds that your club is able to spend. This value excludes encumbered funds. When creating finance requests on Ooks Life, clubs should pay attention to their available funds before they spend any amount of money on expenses. Both primary and sub-accounts display request and transaction history. The Request tab displays all purchase request submissions associated with a particular club bank account. Meanwhile, the Transaction tab displays all transactions associated with a particular club bank account. Transactions are managed by campus club staff only. There are 4 transaction types, including allocation, deposit, payment, and transfer. An allocation occurs when approved grant funds are added to the club's sub-account. A deposit occurs when money is added to a club bank account. This pertains specifically to cash, check, e-transfer deposits, and sponsorships. Campus clubs accept cash, check, and e-transfer deposits from clubs. Each type of deposit has its own specific requirements based on whether or not it takes place in person or remotely. In person, cash or check. Bring to the NATSA Campus Club's front desk, O108. A receipt of the deposit will be provided. Remote, e-transfer. Send to NATSA at accounts@natsa.ca. Submit the club deposit form on Ooks Life. Remote, check. Mail to NATSA. Submit the club deposit form on Ooks Life. Here is the NATSA mailing address. Remote club deposits must be accompanied by the club deposit form in order for the funds to be credited to your club bank account. In-person deposits are the only exception to this rule. The club deposit form can be found on Ooks Life using the following steps. Search to NATSA Campus Clubs, to Forms, to Club Deposit Form. For more detailed information on club deposits, check out the Finance chapter of the club's handbook. The club's handbook is available as a digital document on Ooks Life or in physical print. A payment takes money and removes it from an account in order to pay somebody or a vendor. A transfer occurs when money is moved from one account to another. To view your club finance request, you can select either the Purchase or Budget button. This will display all purchase requests and budget requests that your club has submitted on Ooks Life. It is important to know the status of any request, as it will let you know what decisions have been made in real time. Unapproved is another way to say pending. This request will remain in pending status until a further decision is made. Approved means the request has been approved by campus clubs for processing by NATSA Finance.
The funds that are approved are marked as encumbered
And are not included in the club's available balance. At this point, you can consider the money is spent. Completed is reserved for campus club staff. It indicates that the request is completely finished. The approved funds are no longer encumbered and have been issued to the payee by NATSA Finance. Cancelled or denied means the request will no longer be processed by campus clubs and cannot be resubmitted with changes. To learn more about purchase requests, check out the Purchase Request and Reviewer Stages video.